What's going on, UH Nation? We have special guest star this week, filling in for Bourne. We have Jim Hobbs, center for the Han Solo dives. And Scottsdale Elite corner Aaron Brody.
What's up, what's up?
So you guys got some big shoes to fill, man. Bourne's not here. Hopefully the ratings don't go down.
Bourne is a multimedia star. So we hope we can keep up.
He is. But yeah, this is going to be our last week. We're talking about centers this week. So we got all through the positions. Last position now. We'll start with Scottsdale since that's the league you guys are probably most familiar with. You guys both play at Scottsdale. I'll let you take it away. Who are your top centers?
Are they top centers? Okay.
And why?
Well, I think first, based on the fact that he's here, you got to go Jim. I think Jim Hobbs over his 5 or 6 seasons just been solid. You know what I'm saying?
We actually put Jim as a power forward last week.
Put Jim as power forward.
Yeah,
okay.
but if you want to talk about him some more, I'm sure he doesn't mind.
No, yeah, Jim's a real nice player.
I'll take power
Good
forward,
guy,
not center.
Good guy. No, okay, so we'll go center. So
Here's
I think,
a list right here.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. So is that
Dew from Mike Bibby's team. Big dude.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we'll start off with Adam Grimes. I think Adam Grimes is he's like our resident big man, you know what I'm saying? He's always in the league, he's always around, you see him in the gym a lot. Just a big guy, solid basketball player. I think he's the guy who's been training, what's her name, Brittany Griner for the Mercury for a long time. They've been working out together, just the two of them, and he's actually made her a better player. So I think Adam Grimes is just solid. Unfortunately right now he's dealing with some injuries, but
I heard he knows karate too.
that's a big
Street
karate
fighter.
match. Street fighter?
I believe it's pronounced karate.
Karate. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's probably a big 6'10" Brazilian Jiu-Jitsuist.
Yeah, I got a picture to prove it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of Adam?
Yeah,
You played against Adam.
Yeah, Adam is definitely skilled. I wouldn't say your traditional
Stretch. He's a stretch.
pound the rim. He's more of a stretch. Likes to shoot the jumper. But I mean, he makes a high percentage, so it's a little tough to deal with. He gets a lot of defensive rebounds. On the defensive end, he's definitely in the paint, contesting shots.
Yeah.
I see him very Kevin Lovey. Kevin Love. He stretches the floor. He gives, if there's somebody open, they're cutting, he's throwing that ball. He's throwing out good dimes. So I think I see him very as like you said, like a stretch center. I like Adam a lot.
Next we have on the list is Dew. Don't remember his last name. Big dude, 7-footer, legit 7-footer.
He's a man who can go by one name alone. It's fine.
Legitimate 7-footer.
He was 7 feet.
He was solid, and I actually remember the first time he played with us, or not with me, but in the league, he guarded Jonathan Scott for 44 minutes up and down the court.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Scott is an athletic wingman, you know what I'm saying? And he was, and I do think Jonathan had 35 points that night, but I mean he was guarding him, you know what I'm saying? He was moving his feet and playing defense, so I mean he's a little stretchy too, but I like him underneath. He is one of those people that's gonna flush that ball, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna dunk that basketball.
He's a guy who I think his stats don't really reflect the skill level because he was on 20 or better with the rest of the starting 5 were D1 or better guys.
How many rebounds can you get when Mike Bibby shoots your ball?
Yeah, if he's on a team where he's the number one option, he probably goes for 35 on 70% shooting in this league.
Yeah.
Easy. Who's next?
Our next two are probably the two most athletic centers I've seen come through Scottsdale. We'll start with Zach Andrews, national tournament MVP last season. I mean,
he had that mean dunk in the basketball tournament over the summer too. He had that nasty masher.
Guy can get up. Highlight film.
Yeah, the first time I saw him in the gym here in Scottsdale, a foul was
second.
called, the ball rolled off of the front of the rim, and he just windmill put back dunk. I'm like, okay, so
on a
it's gonna
dead
be
ball.
like that this time.
He's doing that where some people just shoot a layup and put it back in the rim.
Yeah,
He's doing
exactly.
windmills. Yeah, he was fun to watch. I like Zach because Zach is. A lot of players can get stuck in the I want to dunk, I want to dunk, and trust me, I think we can all agree Zach wants to dunk, but he gets rebounds. He'll post up at that high post and shoot a couple 15-footers. So I really like Zach. Hated playing against him. I mean, trying to, you know what I'm saying? There's not even really anybody that can guard him. Even if you put somebody like a Dew or like an Adam Grimes in front of him, he's almost too athletic that he has the footwork to kind of get around people. So that speed and that tenacity and just a bulldog above the rim, bro.
Yeah, I mean he's so long, he can inside the college 3-point line. He's a one dribble, 2 steps to the rim and a dunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
You can see why he played, professionally in D League and get to the league and stuff like that.
I feel like he's the face of Ultimate Hoops. He put us on the map last year in the national tournament.
Yeah.
So rumor has it that he's actually having surgery at the end of the season, so he might not be in Vegas this year. But I think if he comes back, I think we're the favorites to win the national championship again. So
Would
he'll
he
be
play
coming
with
back for
ball?
Ball So
Would he
Hard,
play
right?
with Ball So
Yeah.
Hard?
yeah, most
Yeah, I mean, I
likely.
think obviously without having gone to the national tournament, it's hard to say. But I mean, I don't see a lot of teams
Yeah, there's not.
being much better than that team with.
I
with him
think I
and,
think what it is, what
everybody.
happens is I'm just trying to think, the different, what was it that made them win that game, and I really think that, are those games, and I think their tenacity, like playing against those guys is just tough. That team, I mean, we had Brandon Bell, D-Mac, you had Zach, you had, even guys like Gabe and Adam who are just stretching the floor in the corners, and they're just going to put up, 15, 18 points a game off of threes. Without Zach, I see them having trouble winning. But with Zach, I don't see another team.
They're the best defensive team
I don't see another team in the country beating them.
So next up, we have Roberto Diver. He played a few seasons back with the Splash Brothers. Another
Roberto.
athletic dude.
Roberto
Very comparable to Zach. Not as tall.
Yeah, he's Zach's more of like your prototypical basketball body, kind of taller, thinner. Roberto, I mean, looks like he spent a lot of time in the gym. Dude was
I
jacked.
thought you were going to say jail.
But he could jump out of the gym. I mean, he might have more of a vert than Zach.
I think out of everybody that we've seen put up those crazy dunks, your Justin Chambers, your Zach Andrews, your Roberto Divers, your even Javario, you know what I'm saying? I think some of those, I think the hardest dunks where I've made sure I've gotten out of the way if I'm playing against him, or I've gotten out of the gym if I'm watching the game, has been Roberto. I mean, some of those dunks, it literally looks like he's dunking on top of the entire
actually
he literally broke the rim.
I remember that.
Finished
I
the
remember
game on
that.
a broken
We
rim.
had to play
that.
a game with a broken rim. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
So I think
that was fun.
I think if we're going straight power, I think you got to go that. You got to go Roberto Diver. Another center I would like to talk about. I don't know if let's see if we have him. We have him in Tempe. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Engine is solid inside
Right.
too. You know what I'm saying? So I played with some good centers. I played with Derek Castor was solid. He was more of a stretch power forward, but you could put him down low and you could body up. Derwin Williams Jr. is another good one that I really enjoyed playing with.
We put Derwin at a power
You
forward
put
last
Derwin
year.
as
Yeah.
power forward? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I've always had small teams, so I've
Yeah.
always had to put the power forwards as the centers, so that's probably what the problem is.
So we'll move over to Palm Valley a little bit. I don't know if you guys aren't too familiar with these centers. I know you have. You know Dan McClintock.
Just essentially by
I
reputation
know
of
Big
watching
Dave.
them play
Yeah,
in the
you mean-
tournament.
you play with
and
Big
then
Dave.
Dave Warner.
I played with Big Dave.
But yeah, Dan, I mean,
So we have Melvin Roberts as well, and Latrell Spivey. I think were my 4 top centers I've seen in Palm Valley.
Yeah.
But we'll start. Yeah, Dan McClintock.
I mean, kind of the resume goes for itself.
Yeah.
I mean, ex-NBA player. He actually has legit three-point range in
Right.
these leagues. I don't know
Inside,
if he can
outside.
stretch it to the NBA three, but I mean, certainly the three-pointers we're shooting.
I think on this list, he's by far the most skilled center we've ever had.
Yeah,
I've never been down to Palm Valley, so I have a hard time.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to check that out then.
Yeah.
It helps he plays with basically a team of really
Who's he
smart,
play-
complete players.
Old
Right.
school or set it off?
He plays for Old School.
Old school. Okay.
He's a
He
big reason
moves
they
the
won
ball.
last
They
year.
get open. I mean, he basically creates points for people. It's when you watch, you understand like, okay, this is what.
I mean, the resume speaks for itself. Every year he's played, I think he's won the state championship.
Yeah, have they ever lost a game that he played in?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't think they have.
Somebody should check
I know that they were undefeated.
They've won every
year,
They're
game,
undefeated
so-
every game that Dan McClintock is on the roster. Then
Yeah.
for sure I think you should go. You could probably go best
center
overall center in
ever,
all 4
yeah.
leagues.
Yeah.
So
I mean, a lot of these guys in a professional setting or even a college setting are true power forwards, really.
Yeah.
yeah.
But Dan is like.
Well, and I don't know.
prototypical
I
center.
mean, obviously, like, is Dan Duncan like Zach or like Roberto?
No,
you know
he's
what I'm
not
saying?
as athletic.
Okay.
But I would say he's a little bit more skilled.
More
definitely
skilled?
inside.
Okay.
Like he's got post moves. He's like a Hakeem Olajuwon inside.
Okay.
So he's just
Okay.
Yeah.
pump fakes all
I
day.
see you, Mr. McClintock.
But yeah, we'll go to Gilbert now. We'll go to Brent Canada, great center, Jason Harrison, Matt Cooper, and new big man, Jason Harrison just picked up Tremaine Ford. So I got 2 guys now instead of off that are about 6'8" and taller.
And
on
you
the
put
squad.
them on the top 4 big men in the whole league.
Yeah,
so.
man. I mean, Gilbert, it was tough. You know, every time we talk about Gilbert, it's tough because it's the newest league. You know,
Yeah.
so we don't have as much guys to talk about from. But yeah, I mean, to me, these guys, and I'm sure Bourne would agree if he was here, these guys are probably the best big men that we have.
Yeah, I know. I recognize Jason Harrison. I think played in some Tempe leagues.
Yeah.
So I've played against him in the playoffs and stuff. And
Big guy.
honestly,
Takes
in
up
the
a lot of
games that we
space.
played against him, they were up big enough that he didn't have to play too hard, you
Yeah.
know. But you can see the skill there, and he actually can stretch the floor a little bit. And
Yeah.
and he's a load. He's a big guy to deal
Yeah,
with. So.
they reloaded this year, and they're one of the front runners, I think, to win it all this year. So
I
hopefully,
mean, I think size is just one of the hardest things to play against. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You cannot give up dunks. You cannot, you can box out even to a certain extent. I mean, just big dudes are just hard to play against when you don't match up on that size wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking as someone who's as a point guard gets posted up all the time, you know what I'm saying? It's tough. It's rough. You guys are banging their elbows. So shouts out to you. I like it at the top of the key, bro.
yeah, it's tough. Yeah, for us guards.
Yeah, it's
You
easy
got two
for
guys,
us. Exactly. It's easy for us.
standing inside, waiting for you. It's tough. Our last league, we're gonna go to Javon. Actually, we're able to catch up with Javon. So here's Javon. What's going on, UH Nation? I'm here with Javon. We're going top 5 big men ever in Tempe. Centers.
It's not a center league, but
It's tough.
yeah, it's kind of hard. We got a lot, mostly stretch fours that they're putting the 5 spot, but we had a couple centers that have been in the league and played pretty well. First one, Tyler. He played for the Bulls first season,
Monstars. And then he played with the Bulls for a little
Did he?
bit.
Oh yeah, he played with the Bulls too.
Good center.
Yeah, he had a lot of energy. Did what a center can do. I mean, he wasn't real big, but he kind of played like a center. No, he's pretty good. We haven't seen him in the league for 2-3 seasons. It'd be nice to see him back. But no, he did a lot for his team, and he was a great center. Another guy, John Skelton. Shouts out to him. He's not in the league anymore. I don't know why he hasn't been here, but Brad Carroll probably misses him because Brad Carroll's team just ain't got no bigs that's such like John, defensively and offensively. He can shoot the mid-range and still run the floor. He's a little out of shape, but he still ran okay. Another guy, Egan. He just played right now, played against Game Over played against Splash Brothers. He went to work. Defensively, they ate him up, but offensively, he did pretty good for his team, and he's probably one of the best skilled big men that we've seen here in the league. No, he's 3 seasons now, 3 or 4 seasons, and he's put up pretty good numbers all 4 seasons. So then the last one, Lavelle, he played for the Bulls. He don't play in the league anymore. Where is he? He played in Scottsdale.
He's in Texas now.
Oh, he's in
I heard
Texas
he might be coming back.
Yeah, no, he's a big guy. He did the work downstairs and always put in the work. It was nice to see him back. He always was a good competitor. But those are probably my 4 best centers I've seen in Tempe. So.
All right, thanks, Javon.
Yep.
So that's Javon. Impressive list. We'll start with Tyler Lambrum. Played with the Bulls. Really good hustle player. Did all the dirty work for the Bulls like that.
I remember
Tyler?
him. Yeah, like bull nose.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
just reminded me of just.
Yeah, he wasn't super skilled, but he definitely hustled, and he was a double guy, easy.
He's like a tall Russ Edwards.
Yeah.
Literally like a tall Russ. Just gonna get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Do what he needs to do. I remember playing against him. He was hard to play against. He was
Yeah.
frustrating to play against because he's just like you said. He's just everywhere.
And then next one we have former Arizona Cardinal quarterback John Skelton. I know you got to play against John.
One of our
Yeah, he
superstars.
played up in Tempe on essentially the Brad Carroll.
Yeah, Brad
or, sorry,
Carroll.
he played in Scottsdale on the Brad Carroll team.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
Well, he plays for Brad
I mean,
Carroll.
he's
7.7.
He could be a power
0.0.
forward. I don't know.
He
when
probably would be in most leagues, but I mean,
Yeah.
what they need from him is essentially center type skills, right?
Right.
He roams the paint, gets rebounds on both ends.
He can move
I mean, he's still like
for his size.
it's shocking that a quarterback would be that big.
Yeah,
you
that
know,
mobile,
but
right?
But he's athletic for his size.
Well, I'm sure his footwork. He's probably in shape. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That.
Yeah. Next we have Engen Nurambi from Game Over.
I was gonna name him for Scottsdale because I remember playing up against him when he played for Nick and Splash Bros and them, and he's tough to guard, man. He reminded me of a lot of the kids that I grew up playing with, those 6'7", 6'6" lanky kids that weren't the tallest on the court, but they were smooth inside. Their footwork was solid. Their pump fakes, their rebounding, everything was just just overall, just their fundamentals are so solid that I think it almost gives them a figurative 2 or 3 inches that really helps them change the way the game is played.
He definitely has like a center's game. You know what I mean? He's more comfortable, I think, back to the basket.
Yeah.
And he's strong. So
I think. I mean, and
he
I
runs
you,
the floor.
you feed the post.
And he runs
he's
the floor
probably
well
the
for a big
shortest.
man.
He's probably the shortest big man, or center that we have out of all the leagues right here, and I think he's probably one of the most solid with his back to the basket, just overall post moves, fundamentals, foundational footwork. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. He was tough to guard too. I mean, not that I guard him, but he was tough to play against because he's going to get you those. He's going to finish. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get those and ones. He's
If you don't double
spin
down,
around you.
I mean, he might take 5 seconds to make to basically go through his set of moves, but like eventually you're gonna go for one of the pump fakes.
Exactly.
He's gonna get you out of position. He's gonna turn and he's gonna make a layup.
Smart basketball smart basketball will win it almost every time, 9 or 10 times.
Last guy we have on the list, big man, Jason Harrison's brother, actually, Lavelle Jones, best cherry picking center all time.
He's a man who liked his stats, but honestly, he shoots pretty. I don't know what his percentages are, but just like in the games that I've played against him, like
he's pretty efficient.
If you
inside.
don't get out on the 3, he shoots it. He has a lot of like little tricky moves in the post. He likes to like fake pass it behind your back when you turn. He makes the layup, So I mean,
he has a little fake move.
Yeah, so
I've fouled him
Lavelle more than anybody.
And I fouled Lavelle once, and I remember actually hanging on his shoulder as he was going up for a layup and made the free throw. And I was in the air. I was propelled from his shoulder to like right above the rim area and getting called for the foul. And that just shows you how strong he is. And I mean, some of those guys, they're so hard-headed underneath the basket that once they're going up for that, for that bucket or for that rebound, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Even you're hard to play against like that, because if you're going for a rebound, like I'm getting out the way because I'm not.
Anybody over
hurt.
6 foot is hard for us to guard.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, that's gonna wrap it up for all the centers. I mean, did we miss anybody?
You guys talked about Jay Burks as a power forward, right? I mean,
he definitely can play center.
He's got the skill set of a power forward too. I mean, he can shoot. He likes to catch it at 15 feet, turn towards the hoop, and make a move. But yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, he deserves a mention almost with the centers as well, just because. He's a load.
I have to ask Born every week. So, who are you taking right now, your top center, if you're building your championship team for Vegas? Who's your starting center
from this list?
Yeah.
I think Zach Andrews.
Zach Andrews. I mean, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, not knowing what kind of game they play. I remember seeing the final scores of the Ball So Hard games, and they were winning low-scoring games. I kind of thought it would be sort of more of a shootout.
Right.
In a low-scoring game, you could probably take Dan. I don't know if Dan, he's got a couple more years than the rest of the guys, so I don't know if he wants to run the court as much as.
Right. He might not.
Zach is going to get up and down.
44 minutes like that.
Yeah. So I mean.
I could see that. I don't know, like I said, it's hard for me to judge. I haven't been down to Palm Valley, so I would just feel like bandwagon-y by picking one of the 4 of them. I'd honestly I've always wanted to play with Roberto. I've always thought that just like some of that, just that rim mashing, backboard break and stuff, just is hard to play against, and it's playing against that. Like when that happens to you,
demoralizing.
It really, really is. It is demoralizing. So and he rebounds well. It's not like he's just trying to get dunks, and he plays well, and his footwork is pretty decent inside,
Good shot blocker too.
Yeah, he can catch the ball, good defense. So I think overall, I would probably go with Roberto Diver, just because I think while there may be somebody that might be equal or maybe even a little bit better, I think it'd be the most fun to play with him.
Okay.
Yeah, you just throw it to the rim and watch the fireworks.
Well, you could do that for 95%
Yeah.
of these guys too. You know what I'm saying? But I think straight just meanness, like I said, it was just some of the stuff he just did was just mean. Just plain old, just that you shouldn't do that to other people. That didn't your mama teach you better type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was mean above the rim, bro. Yeah. So I'd probably pick
top NBA center of all time.
Of all time?
Shaq. What?
Shaq?
I'm picking. I mean, you could say Kareem or Wilt Chamberlain, but that's a different. It's totally different style of basketball.
I think I would go with Kareem. Just
really?
because of the length of the career. I mean, I don't even like Kareem, but you got to respect what he did.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Right.
I don't think I'm not
I like
saying he's
Hakeem.
trash. Hakeem.
I would go Hakeem. He
Okay.
was
My beef with Shaq is that you could tell sometimes he just didn't care. You know what I mean? Like, it was like we got 90% of what Shaq could have been.
Yeah.
that's
And
true.
it was fine for Shaq. Like, he was good with not being 90%.
Yeah.
You know, and it was
Yeah, I
awesome.
could see
He
that.
should have won like 10 championships.
I could see that.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
but
I guess
mean,
like Shaq, like first 6 seasons of his career.
Yeah. He should have never lost an NBA.
Yeah.
I like Patrick Ewing too. I've always really.
if you
really
wanted
liked
like
Patrick Ewing.
the one best year of any center, it probably would be Shaq.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
Kareem
yeah.
played for 20, so
Yeah.
Right.
I guess I could. Okay, I could see that. I could see Kareem or Hakeem or maybe even Wilt, maybe even like Bill Russell being more just overall
Yeah.
consistent throughout a longer or lengthier career. But I think for one game, if you got to pick one game player in their prime, I think you have to go Shaq.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go
That's hard
Shaq.
to
the
argue,
one
though.
thing that to me that I remember is Shaq with Penny on the
Magic.
Magic
Yeah.
played Houston with Hakeem.
Right.
And Hakeem ate him up.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, what year was this?
He was so
I don't. I was. I'm
I mean,
young.
I still think Shaq was close to his prime. I mean, maybe not quite Lakers prime, but he was like it was.
Yeah.
Hakeem's
sick
game
what
was
he
just
did to him,
completely different
you know?
from Shaq's, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? But if you're thinking prototypical center, yeah, maybe Shaq. 'Cause Hakeem could probably play the 4, I think.
Yeah.
He was so skilled.
Yeah.
Just
Very,
got-
very finessey.
Very
Very one way or
finesse
another. Very.
But yeah, speaking of him, yeah, so I would, out of UH, I would take Damon McClintock just because he reminds me of Hakeem. The way he plays his little
Really?
jerky moves, his
You
fadeaway.
probably, I mean, you've seen him
fadeaways.
more than the two of us.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Okay. I could.
get out to
So-
Palm Valley, so I see
could
him at the
agree with it.
playoffs, you know,
I don't
and
disagree.
I see that their team wins. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Numbers don't lie, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Yeah,
he's won
it's-
every game he's played, I think. So,
They're solid. Yeah.
but yeah, we'll start with the centers. We'll preview Scottsdale real quick since the Scottsdale season just
homeland.
wrapped up tonight. So, you know, we got both
homeland.
you guys here. Playoffs start next week. Big announcement, the championship team will be moving on to the state playoffs this season. So I'm excited to see that.
Somebody asked me what we get what Scottsdale, the winner of Scottsdale gets. We get a banner or anything. I said no, we don't give the banners out for the draft league. We only give out trophies. But then everybody, the winner of the Scottsdale league will get the opportunity to go get spanked in Tempe. That's what I said. As much,
Yeah.
and even if it's one
if
of
you
our
want
teams,
if you want a
even if
banner,
it's-
you just go to Tempe and win one.
even if
right?
it's one of our teams, I don't see us any team here getting out of the first round.
Well, my understanding is you essentially you earn the 15 seed, you go and you play the 18 seed as a play-in, right?
Play-in. And
Oh,
you win
maybe.
that.
Okay,
Maybe
I
that's
didn't know
a
you were
game
playing the
that's
18. I'm
winnable.
thinking
So you play the 18 seed. So
Okay.
there's a good chance you'll probably win the play-in game.
win the playing game.
And then you play the number 2 seed.
Then you play. Okay, so
The same night.
Okay, I'm thinking you're
So
automatic-
it's on a back-to-back. Okay, that
I'm
makes
thinking
sense.
you're automatically starting with who's number 2 right now? Do we know?
It's probably going to, I mean, to me right now, the top 3 teams are obviously Splash, Set It Off, and OTF.
So it's one of the 3 of them.
One of those 3. Because they're all 3 teams are undefeated right now.
I'd like to play against OTF. I've played with Travis one season. I'd like to play against
Even if
him.
you get spanked, it'll be a good opportunity.
Yeah, Travis came up and played in Scottsdale one season, and
Travis is solid.
dude doesn't miss threes.
Travis
You know
is
what I
solid,
mean?
yeah.
I think he was on a team where he
He's on
didn't
my
even
team,
get
yeah.
as many shots
He was on my
as
team.
he could have
Yeah, because
probably
we had
taken. but,
we had Stu. We had a lot of good players that season. So we definitely was a lot. And he definitely. I remember when we spoke, when him and I spoke before he joined. He was just coming back from a couple months off, so he was a little bit rusty, trying to knock it back in. But I mean, he put that team together, the OTF, the Only the
Yep.
Family, and they're probably you say
They're a
that
good squad.
They're running.
We'll
this.
So
save
who
that
do
for
you
next
think
week.
will
So let's
be-
talk about Scottsdale real quick
Yeah.
since it's next week.
Okay.
So we have Han Solo Dies. This is the number 1 seed. You guys just clinched tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then you're below the rim. You guys won tonight too,
Yeah,
right?
we clinched. I think we
So
clinched.
you guys
second.
have clinched the
second-
second
yeah.
spot. And then we have number 3, double-double. And
Yeah.
in my squad, we have Boom Shalaka at number
Boom
4,
Shalaka.
who just won tonight in the playing game. So all 4 teams capable. I mean, us as a 4 seed, we're not a bad 4 seed.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
not at all.
We
Not
beat
at
you
all.
guys by 1
1 point,
on a
yeah, so-
semi-controversial foul call last week. So
Well, and you know what I enjoy about the draft league is it's funny because you guys had a doubleheader last week.
Yeah.
And we beat you by 20 something. And
we
then you guys
come
came
back
in on
and
the
almost-
second game and almost beat double, who we struggled beating tonight.
Right.
You guys lost on a controversial free throw call. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's
So-
any given night, literally.
Yeah.
any game of any night, it can go either way, whether the shots are falling or not. I think that's what you have with Scottsdale. You got so many 3-point shooters.
Yeah.
People just got to find that rhythm. I told Salem after they lost their first one, he hit like no threes in the first half. He hit like 6 threes in the second half. He just needed a third half, and they would have won. You know what I'm saying? Like people just need a little bit extra time to warm up. So it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, shooting from downtown and attendance are the two biggest factors.
Roll call.
I was gonna say
You know what I
attendance is
mean?
number
Like,
one.
call.
We have our number one scorer has played 2 games for us, and we
He showed
blew
up
out
tonight.
teams when Danny shows. But
Is he
you know what I
gonna
mean?
show?
He's got a job that he works at night, and
You have
know,
any insider information? Will he be in attendance next week?
I heard a
What's the
rumor
rumor?
that he will be able to make the first
First game,
game,
Not the championship.
and that he may have to leave for work.
He has to go
for the
home.
championship
He's
game.
got to
So,
go home.
Our splits could be deceiving, you know.
That's frustrating.
Yeah,
It is.
but
That
I mean,
works out though, because if that happens, then you guys are gonna
That
end up getting
sucks, 'cause
Danny.
we have to play you guys
Yeah,
in
Danny's gonna
17.
give you guys a cold 40, and
me
then
a
we'll
cold
come
50.
in. We'll get the disheartened Han Solo.
And Danny is
We
the
beat
guy we
double-double.
need on a back-to-back because he never gets tired.
Never.
So,
Danny, I went to high school with Danny. He's a couple years older than me. Danny used to swim laps. Like when all of us were doing basketball running, Danny used to take himself to the local Y or the clubhouse or whatever, and just used to swim laps. And we used to just watch Danny just swim laps back and forth. And that, apparently he says that's like great for your cardio because like
yeah.
and it's
not
easy
breathing.
on your joints, which is nice.
I could never get in the pool. I'm not a big swimmer, so he
So-
must be what it is.
Okay, so
we all have a dog in the fight, right? We're all 4 of us are playing in the
Yeah.
tournament next week. So,
So besides your team, because I think you guys should all pick your team, but if you're not going to pick your team, who do you like to win?
okay, I see. For the whole tournament, not in a game-by-game basis.
Yeah, just win it out.
I
Yeah,
think
so
double-double.
if you can't pick your team,
Double-double has essentially had the same squad every week, which helps. You know what I mean? All their dudes show.
Yeah, that's true.
They are the most athletic team, I'd say, without question.
Blew a big lead tonight against you guys, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got
I
up
don't
10
know.
and
I don't know if they blew a big lead. I think we gave them a decent lead. To be
Yeah.
fair, I think we did not. We had some stupid mistakes at the beginning of the game. You know, I see with double, I see their problem being that they don't have a true point guard. You have Tristan Boone, who we've already said is a shooting guard. You have Brandon Bearden, who we've already said is a small forward.
Right.
And you have Steve Terry, who doesn't even really fit in a you know, he should
he's
be a point
essentially
guard, but he's essentially a center.
like a supercharged version of Born Nov.
Like,
Like a
he's
power
literally- yeah,
forward
he's
who's
literally-
not
if
necessarily
you
power
stuck a
forward
bunch
height.
of Energizer bunnies in Boren, that's what Steve would be. And
I
so
hope Lauren's watching that.
and
That's
so
funny.
well, we're not live. He's gonna see it eventually. So I think, you know, unfortunately, what
taking?
happens is I'm taking them. I'm taking Han Solo dies. If I can't pick my own team, I'm taking Han Solo
I agree.
dies. With Danny, I think that's an easy. I think if Danny shows up for every game, that's an easy win all throughout.
Yeah.
Throughout.
I think you guys are the best team, hands down. You guys have Danny. You guys have the guard play. You guys have the best big. I mean, you guys have
You
all
and
the
John, I
bigs.
mean, well, and what's crazy to see is
The
John.
Scottsdale version of bigs,
Yeah.
essentially.
and,
you know,
and-
6'2",
and
6'3".
John Williamson, your guys, who's I think is taller than you, probably. Is he
Yeah.
bigger than you? John Williamson, bigger than you. Nice shot on the outside. He's been a bright spot for you guys all season. He's been playing really well inside, really well outside. And I think what happened tonight is he was able to willingly take a step back and allow Danny to have his way with the game. And you saw it in the stats because I recorded your stats. He was only like 3 for 3, 3 for 4 from the field. John was, but that's what a captain does. And as the captain, he's stepped up the entire season. I think he played really, really well. I think you guys had great chemistry throughout the whole season. And I think you guys have great pieces, to add.
Yeah, I mean, I think we won the regular season championship in this league in the middle rounds of the draft.
Definitely.
You know,
Yeah, David Horace is the guy I was going to bring
David,
up.
David,
and Peter
I slept
Perillo.
on him.
And Peter Perillo.
Yeah,
so-
Lauren told me to pick him over Bourne.
John drafted me early, which
Yeah.
I appreciate. I probably, I hustle. I do like the dirty work. I'm
yeah,
not
I
really
agree with
skilled
it. I
enough to
don't
be like a
disagree with
number one draft. But then when it comes to round 4 and David's still sitting there, I'm like, I've played against David on a team where he was on Brett's team, didn't get a lot of shots,
Yeah.
he got minutes but not a lot of action.
Right.
Yeah.
But just on the defensive end, he was like,
solid.
it was a struggle to deal with him,
He's
know.
solid. That's
And
right.
so I was like, man, we need to pick this guy up. And turns out he's got a matching game on the offensive.
Yeah, I think he's the reason why you guys are first right now.
I think he's.
Yeah,
I
because
think he's
we
your
won
X
games
factor
with
for
Danny
sure.
when Danny didn't show up because he can shoot
He is your
18
X
times a
factor,
game and
yeah.
still be efficient.
his draft stock definitely went up this season.
Yeah.
He'll definitely be a top.
Oh yeah, his PPP
First
is
two
probably
rounds.
skyrocketed.
Yeah, exactly.
Skyrocketed. What?
Someone shoots the ball and they get the rebound.
You're asking us officiating calls.
It's not a travel, right?
it doesn't hit the rim, it's a travel.
All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I want to go home.
All right.
I have a long drive.
Yeah, I'm
You don't
sorry.
want to officiate this pickup
I
game?
didn't mean to interrupt it. You don't want to run this 3v3?
Yeah,
This
but
quick 3v3?
thank you for joining us. I thought we were gonna have a show this week. I was stressing out yesterday because Born called in sick.
You didn't want to go solo?
Me and Jim are always camera ready.
Just you standing with the mic?
We're always camera ready.
I know, so I'm glad I have a good backup plan. So you know what? We might even replace Born. With
Get him
you
out.
guys.
Get him out of
Should
here.
we just
Tell him you upgraded the power forward spot?
Yeah.
Give him the boot, bro.
Born, you're done.
Hey, you're give him the boot. Take too
Check
much
back
time
next
off.
week's gonna be the seating show. That's gonna be a good show. You guys are more than welcome to join again.
Talk about all these teams. I have no idea who they are.
I'll be up
Yeah,
on that
that's
show.
But all right, thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you.
Later.